Good morning. Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for being here this morning. My name is Diana Burkett-Rocco. I'm the Vice President of External Relations here at Alaska Airlines, and I am thrilled to be here with all of you to celebrate our people, our community, and our company's next steps in this great hometown. So, most of you know it is our culture here at Alaska to start with safety, so I've got a few tidbits for you. The first is we've got 2 emergency exits, one over here, one over there. We do have some restrooms set up over there behind the gray building. You've probably noticed, anybody in heels, the ground is a little uneven, so watch your step. And if you do need either shade or a chair, you can find some over there in the white tent. But I'm not going to apologize for the sunshine. So today we are so fortunate to be joined by a number of special guests, and we'll hear from several of them this morning. Notably, Governor Jay Inslee, Congressman Adam Smith, King County Executive Jeff Constantine, and SeaTac Mayor Michael C. I am also glad to welcome a number of other distinguished guests here. We have today our full Alaska Air Group Board of Directors and a number We also have a number of members of our state legislature, King County councils from local areas, and our partners and neighbors at the Port of Seattle and SeaTac Airport, one of the fastest growing airports in this nation. Can we give them all a round of applause for all of their work? Here in the Pacific Northwest, we are especially fortunate to have strong leaders at all levels who work for thriving businesses, thriving environment, infrastructure right here, and communities. And to make all of those work at the same time, which is how we grow to be incredibly strong. So I'm just really grateful to be represented by all of these great folks at every level of government and to continue to grow here. Also aligned with us in this mission are our partners on this project. So we have here with us today NBBJ, Seneca Group, Howard S. Wright, and Kinzer Partners, and I'd like to give them a warm welcome. And finally, we have a number of colleagues here from Habitat for Humanity. So Habitat came over a month or 2 ago and helped us remove all of the usable items from this motel. We had a ton of Alaska Airlines and Habitat volunteers clean out 120 rooms, the restaurant and the laundry. We filled 2 semi-trailers and a box truck full of furniture and equipment to go onto their new home. So we are growing new things right here, starting from the ground up. And I just want to thank them for all the work that they do here and across the region. All right, now before I introduce the next guest, I promise I wouldn't embarrass him too much, but one of our dignitaries here today, Council Member Dave of the Grove, it's actually his birthday. So he won't sing, but can we just give him one last round of applause? Next time we'll get the singing telegram. All right, well, it is my great pleasure to introduce my colleague and friend, Andy Schneider, who is our Vice President of People at Alaska Airlines. Andy.
Good morning. What a glorious day. What a great turnout. It's exciting to be here today on what will be the home for Alaska Airlines. We are confident that this new property will help us grow into an even stronger company. Our purpose at Alaska Airlines is to create an airline that people love and that employees love to work for. This new space and the building that will be constructed here will carry us forward into realizing that vision. On the site right behind you, we plan to construct an office building that will bring hundreds of employees that are scattered in several locations across SeaTac together to better serve our frontline employees. We're calling this new building our hub. For those of you Husky fans, it may harken back the days at University of Washington Student Center where you may have spent some time. It was also called the hub. And like the center of their campus, this will be the center of our campus, and it'll be a place that draws our employees together and will provide an opportunity for greater collaboration, greater support, and more working together. On this site, we're going to build a modern building for a modern workforce. It will feature open workspaces for greater collaboration and better productivity. The new space is also going to serve as a natural bridge so that those of you who work in flight operations or the hangar at the airport will have a natural way to get together with other employees in the company or to wander over to the corporate headquarters. So why are we doing this and why now? To answer that very important question, I'm pleased to introduce Charlie Van, our Chief Information Officer and a good friend of mine. Come on in, Charlie.
Thank you, Andy, and good morning, everyone. It's a very exciting day for Alaska and for the community. So, as you might have heard, Alaska is growing rapidly. We've been adding new routes and new destinations, and with that comes a growing workforce, including our additional Virgin America. So just 5 years ago, we were about 13,000 employees, and we're at more than 23,000 today. So that's great. Surprised to know that Alaska is not just an airline, but also a thriving technology company. And our team of passionate technology professionals contribute every single day to creating an airline people love. So where are all the IT people? Our mission is really connecting people through technology. So connecting our employees to our guests, our employees with each other, and to the company and to the community. And this building is going to be key to that. It will enable us to better connect with our employees, and we will work closely with our pilots, our flight attendants, our customer service agents, our mechanics, as they come through this building, and we will work to design and test technology solutions that they will use. And then the modern and open workspaces will really help us collaborate better. And this building is not just going to reflect who we are, but also convey a vision of where we're going. We are also very committed to our community partnerships, especially enabling opportunities for youth. So this is our third year of an extended high school internship program, and our focus is on King County, and especially our emphasis is high schools in our backyard. So this summer, we're looking forward to welcome a number of high school interns, not just in the technology, but all across Alaska. And I have to say that our culture, our commitment to our guests, and our strong bonds with the community are key differentiating factors for technology professionals when they consider Alaska as their employer of choice. So if any of you know people that want to join us, we're hiring always to get stronger, so please come and join us. So with that, I would like to invite our wonderful leader and CEO, Brad Tilden.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's not a bad day, huh? So I actually get to come back and chat with you more in a couple of minutes, but right now it is my honor to introduce to you the 23rd governor of this fantastic state. And let me introduce him a little bit, then we'll ask you to welcome him with a warm Alaska welcome. But this is just a fantastic leader for our state. Governor Inslee cares a lot about the environment. I hope you're proud of the building that we're putting in for you, Governor. He also cared a lot about our kids. He's made real improvements in our system of education in our state. He's also one of our own. He told me this a while ago, and just I wasn't sure if I remembered it correctly, but Governor Inslee actually learned to swim in Angle Lake. So this is a guy that comes from here, and he's, I don't know, I just think that's the wonderful thing about our community is that we just are all growing up and moving on to do new things and making this place better and stronger as we go. So please join me in a very warm welcome for Washington State's Governor, Governor Jay Inslee. There you go, try that.
A full-service airline.
Yeah.
Well, this we know. One of the best things about Washington is Alaska. And one of the best things about Alaska Airlines was, is,
Bad.
and will always be a Washington airline. So I'm happy to say that the happiest place in the state of Washington today is right here where the future of Alaska Airlines will sprout. And I'm very excited to be able to share this good news for you for three reasons. One, very personal. I spent 16 years every Monday and Friday with the people of Alaska Airlines with the finest 6 hours of my life. And I gotta tell you, in 16 years, every single flight, I was greeted by smiles, professionalism, friendliness, and an unalloyed culture of Washington values of being friendly to your people you work with. I love the people of Alaska Airlines. They made my life tolerable for 16 years, and I want to give them a round of applause for the work they do. Second, Alaska Airlines understands the value of the Boeing Airplane Company, and I want to thank you for your leadership in recognizing that. Third, Alaska understands what the rest of the world understands. CNBC just a few months ago said that Washington State is the best place to do business in the United States. And Alaska, I think, believes that too, and I want to thank you for that vote of confidence. This is a vote of confidence in the state of Washington. The fourth reason is, this building is going to be yet another example of how Alaska is forward thinking. You're going to build it silver to make sure we use energy efficiently. You're helping us defeat climate change. We're looking forward to your success when you can join Boeing to power these airplanes with biofuels with low CO2 emissions. What a great day for the state of Washington. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Leaders are a bit taller than me. Thank you, Governor, for being here and also for flying with us. I actually remember sitting next to you on one or two of those flights back when I was earning my gold stripes. So I would like to welcome next another one who is one of our own from right here in Washington State, but also the city of SeaTac, Congressman Adam Smith, who grew up right here in the city of SeaTac. I'm going to say a thing or two about Congressman Smith before I welcome him up here, but Congressman Smith was first elected to Washington State Senate in 1991. So he has been in Congress, in the state legislature for decades, and Congressman Smith has been a tireless champion for the people of this state, for the people of this community. And the things that have stood out to me about the way that Congressman Smith leads is he leads on principle, and he drives for common sense results. And Congressman, I think you speak our language here at Alaska Airlines, and we are just thrilled to welcome you here today.
Thanks. It is great to be here. I want to thank the governor for making a trip down to SeaTac. Appreciate his leadership, particularly on energy issues. But it's always great to have him in the 9th District. Even better to have him here in the city of SeaTac. So thank you for making the trip down. And I want to thank Alaska Airlines for their leadership in this community and for the people who they put to work at family wage jobs. And that is the big challenge and the big issue that I work on here in South King County. I know we have the city of SeaTac, our fine legislative team. I used to be part of that 30 legislative team, so I appreciate them being here. Is making sure that we have family wage, good jobs here in South King County. And Alaska Airlines is the largest employer contributing to that. And what we're building here today is what we're going to add on to that and give us more good jobs. And they really do take care of their employees. So I thank Brad Tillman, I thank Alaska Airlines for that. I see it, every day, every time I'm out at the airport. I also want to mention, sadly, a longtime employee of Alaska Airlines, Jonathan Berkeley, who I lived in his neighborhood for 13 years. We were good friends. He passed away tragically a few weeks ago. But the message that Brad sent out from Alaska Corporate about what a valued person Jonathan was to the Alaska family speaks volumes about how the company feels about the people who work for them. And I think that's what's really important. I'm very happy if Alaska Airlines succeeds. I'm very happy if their stock goes up and all of that. The thing that I'm most happy about is that this facility results in more of the working people in South King County great job here to pay them enough to raise their family. And I will close with a somewhat ironic story as I look out at the Sandstone Inn as it's about to be torn down. I knew that place for a long time, most notably when my father, who was a ramp serviceman at United Airlines, when they went on strike back in the mid-70s, that was their headquarters. I'm not sure that story fits in, but the point is there were a lot of different ways to make sure the workers get paid. The best way is for corporations to do it right up front, taking care of their workers. And I appreciate the Alaska Airlines is doing that. Appreciate their presence in SeaTac, and proud as the representative of the United District to have Alaska corporate headquarters here in the United District. So thank you for the chance to say a few words. Look forward to continuing to work with the great company.
I now have the privilege of introducing Mayor Michael Seapiece of the city of SeaTac, our hometown here in South King County. Mayor, we are incredibly grateful for your and our city's support over these many years, and we are excited to keep growing together. Mayor Seapiece.
I called the port and asked them to shut off the airplanes for a few minutes, but they weren't able to do it. You know, we are so proud that Alaska decided to expand here in our city. And, you know, we are at a time and at a place where there are a lot of choices. Amazon's looking for a new headquarters and they're scouring the country. Alaska could have done the same thing. They could have relocated anywhere near any airport in the country, and they decided to stay here and expand here. And I appreciate that very much. You know, we look forward to the redevelopment of this. This hotel's been in disrepair for quite a while, and the beautiful building and buildings that will follow are going to be a great benefit to our community. So we appreciate your confidence in us, and we stand by ready and willing to help you in anything that you need to do to get this accomplished. I appreciate personally, and we as a city appreciate the community involvement that Alaska Airlines has. One of the things that some of you may not know is we have a part of the Special Olympics that's coming to Angle Lake the first week of July. And Alaska Airlines is playing a role in helping put that on, and for that I applaud Alaska Airlines and you for doing that. So on behalf of our city council, and the people that live here, thank you so much. So following me, we're going to hear from our county executive, Dow Constantine, and I'm sure he'll share some good words with us.
Thank you, Mayor Seapiece, and thanks to the SeaTac City Council for hosting us today. It is a pleasure to be here to help break ground on another long-term investment by Alaska Airlines in our community and in our region. Alaska has been headquartered in the Puget Sound region for 7 decades. That is at least 1 decade longer than I have. And I'm delighted to be here to welcome this brick and mortar expansion of one of King County's truly iconic companies. What kind of company is Alaska? Well, I hope I'm not stealing your thunder, Brad, but I want to share just a brief story. So my family and I were on the way back from a family vacation last month or a month and a half ago. And my daughter, 3 years old, gets through security and then realizes that although mommy and daddy are there, Panda is missing. Well, I start alerting Diana, actually, and Alaska goes into full Operation Panda mode. And I'll leave out all the exciting intrigue in the middle, but by that same time the next day, Panda was in her own seat, headed back to Seattle, and we took our daughter, didn't tell her, to the airport to pick up her beloved bear. So thank you, Alaska Airlines, for doing that. She did not get upgraded, however. Even though Alaska already employs, and my writers said 6,000. There we go. Said 6,000 people. You want to give me a new mic? Check, check, check. There we go. You know, the next one's the one with the court. That's when you know things have gone upside. My writers said 6,000 people, but since these remarks were written, Alaska has hired 2,000 more people in our region. Thank you, Brad. And it's continuing to grow through our integration.
Oh,
this is awesome. Through our integration with Virgin America. The new facility will accommodate that growth while improving the links between the other workplaces that Alaska maintains around the major flight hub. Alaska Airlines is an exceptional company, but its decision to grow is not just about Alaska or even about air travel. It is about our region and our people. From the depths of the Great Recession, our corner of the country has rebounded. Can you hear that?
Yes.
Or is it just too loud? Okay, that's rebounded like no other. In the last 6 years, King County's population has grown at twice the historical pace. Let me give you an example. This mic is not working well. Bring that back. Check, check. Let me give you an example. In 2010, in 2012, there was $2 billion worth of construction activity in our region. Just 5 years later, $10 billion. And thank you, Alaska, for adding to that. So, you know, I'm not going to check, there we go. I'm not going to belabor the point because they're just going to keep cutting me off. But I want to thank Alaska Airlines. For being a great regional employer that is going to provide family wage jobs to people now and in the next generation. And I want to now hand it back to one of those local kids who chose to make Alaska his home, the pride of Highline High School, CEO Brad Tilden.
It must be time to turn some dirt over me. We're getting some hints here, I think. But I'll be really quick. What a fantastic day for this company. I look out and see all these fantastic people, just see pride in your faces, and we all share it. I want to just say that nobody does anything on their own. I do want to sort of repeat some of the thank yous. I want to thank all of the dignitaries that are here today. We are so honored by your presence, Governor Inslee and King County Executive Dow Constantine and Mayor Sifkes. Our delegation from here, Senator Karen Kaiser and Tina Orwell and Mia Gregson. It's just fantastic to have all of you guys. I'm sure I'm missing someone, Diane. Hey, Congressman Adam Smith. See, I knew where our okay, Congressman Adam Smith. His father was a United Airlines baggage handler. It's just, hey, he's part of the industry. It's a good thing. I want to thank our board of directors. They're all here today, and they're not highly visible to all of our employees, but I want you to know that they've said yes to a lot of things, like billions of dollars worth of airplanes, into a new hangar in Anchorage, and a satellite going on the airplanes, and new seats going on the airplanes we just acquired. And it's just, they're all in. They're part of this company's success story, and I want to thank you guys. And maybe we'll get through all of these and then ask folks to join me. I saw some folks from the Port of Seattle, Dave Soike, Lance Little. You guys are terrific partners. We're really excited to be moving into the North Satellite, which will be entirely dedicated to Alaska Airlines in late 2019, we hope. We'll have a beautiful boardroom on the top of it. I want to thank our employees, all of you who are truly the fabric of this great company. I want to thank you very, very much. And then finally, please join me with a round of applause after this. There's been an incredible project team working on this. Brandon Peterson, our CFO, Mark Eliason, treasurer, Terry Sato, raise your hand, Terry. Terry's back there. A great group of outside partners. NBBJ, Scott Wyatt is here. He's the guy with the straw hat. He was here at the first. He was the guy that drew the images on a napkin. That's how this all started. Howard S. Wright is represented by Jim Rowley. Seneca Group, Laura Lohman. Where are you, Laura? Somewhere back in the back, Laura, thank you very much. And Kids Are Partners helped us with the land. So how about a huge thank you to all of these fantastic airlines. Okay, so this day is important to me for 3 reasons. I think this is really symbolic for 3 reasons. One, a lot of you Alaska folks have been around, a lot of the board members have been around and sort of watched this industry, all sorts of turmoil and bankruptcies and change, consolidation. But I think this building is important because to me it says Alaska Airlines has grown through this all. We've grown at a rate of 8% over the last 20 years. Each year the industry's grown at 1%. We've actually grown at 8% each 5-year period. We've grown at an average annual rate. So to me, this building says that we've sort of stuck it out through thick and thin. We're going to be here. The second thing it says is that we are Seattle. We love Seattle. We are literally planting a stake in the ground, and I understand Howard S. Wright is going to build a farm next to that stake and build a foundation on top of it. But we're literally planting a stake in the ground saying we love this place is our future. And then finally, Andy talked about this a little bit, but this isn't the new headquarters. That's not what this building is. Just to set the scene, our maintenance hangar is over there. There's 1,000 or 1,500 people in that building. This is the flight training center. There's 400 or 500 people in that building, and then several thousand people, 7,000 or 8,000 people that come through that building every year to be trained, recurrent training as a pilot or a flight attendant. The headquarters is across the street. This building will connect it all, and that's what we want. We want open workspace. Airlines, it doesn't take much studying, but if you look at this industry, when airlines have failed, it's typically been that the issue has been that they haven't been aligned, they haven't been working together, they haven't actually been working on the same thing. And I think the magic of Alaska is that we have great alignment. We have fantastic people. We are all working together to make this travel experience as good as it can possibly be. And our hope is that this building helps us really double down on that sort of culture of working together going forward. So, excuse me, that's what I have to say to you all. Thank you very, very much for coming out here today. This is a fantastic day for Alaska Air Group, and I think it's your time to turn some dirt over. So thank you very much.